Hi everybody and welcome to another new song moment. And I'm sitting here with a good friend of mine, Ingrid. And always when I think of Ingrid, I think about Thursday evenings because she really ever misses one, any opportunity just to worship God. And she absolutely loves God. Our friends, we actually met each other through our kids.
Yes.
Because our boys are great friends. Yeah.
The Zavi and Stian's very good friends.
Yes, absolutely, yeah. And recently, a boy came over to my house for a ninja party. Yeah, and it was quite something to behold our boys running around in their ninja gear.
I don't even know about that.
It was great fun. But we're sitting here today and we want to write a song out of Psalm 8. And I'm sure many of you have read the psalm before. We just want to invite you, while we're busy writing it, even just open up to the psalm and start reading and let the words again renew something in your heart. And I've got something of a chorus idea that I passed on to Ingrid. And we'll see if we're going to use that.
Yeah.
We'll see where that lands. And it just speaks out love for God. And you've sat and you've mulled through the psalm and took out a bunch of phrases and ideas.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so we're going to try and mash together there and see what happens over the next hour as we write the song together.
Yeah. Now, I love the chorus because I do love God, and I love the fact that when the people asked Jesus, what's the most important commandment, that was the one. He said, just love the Lord your God. I mean, if we do that, there's not much that can go wrong with your life.
Yeah, absolutely. If you just quickly sing it, because we're speaking about it and we know what we're talking about. As I remember the key, I think it's about there. I love you, I love you, I love you, Lord. With all my heart and soul and all my strength. We must set all those words there. I love you, I love you, I love you, Lord. More than any other, more than gold or silver, more than life. Yeah. All right. So we've got that as a something in there. Maybe, do you want to start? You've got the Passion Translation. Maybe just read a couple of verses from the Psalm.
Yeah.
And let's just start sharing some ideas of what we think should be in the verses or the bridges. Or.
Okay, it talks about God's splendor. For the pure and shining one, set to the melody of For the Feast of Harvest by King David. Lord, your name is so great and powerful. People everywhere see your splendor. Your glorious majesty streams from the heavens, filling the earth with the fame of your name. You have built a stronghold by the songs of babies. Strength rises up with the chorus of singing children. This kind of praise has the power to shut Satan's mouth.
Yeah.
Childlike worship will silence the madness of those who oppose you. Look at the splendor of your skies, your creative genius glowing in the heavens. When I gaze at your moon and your stars, mounted like jewels in their settings, I know you are the fascinating artist who fashioned it all. But when I look up and see such wonder and workmanship above, I have to ask you this question. Compared to all this cosmic glory, why would you bother with puny mortal man or be infatuated with Adam's sons? Yet what honor you have given to men, created only a little lower than Elohim, crowned like kings and queens with glory and magnificence. You have delegated to their mastery over all you have made, making everything subservient to their authority, placing earth itself under the feet of your image bearers. All the created order and every living thing of the earth, sky and sea, the wildest beasts and all the sea creatures, everything is in submission to Adam's sons. Lord, your name is so great and powerful. People everywhere see your majesty. What glory streams from the heavens, filling the earth with the fame of your name.
Yeah. So if you would say the one big thought that you want to capture out of that, what would that be?
Well, God has been talking to me because I prepared a Zap Zone less about it as well, and it's to behold.
Yeah.
And behold means to stand in awe and be amazed.
Yeah.
And I think we need to, what do we need to behold? And for me, this one is beholding God's glory.
Yeah.
So I've been asking Tia and my husband and everyone, what is glory? And it's such a wonderful thought to ponder, God's glory.
Yeah.
So for me, we just need to behold God.
Yeah. Well, it's funny, Nay, when I read the psalm, I remember a song that Lizette and the Body and Soul group gymmed on last year, beginning of the year, I think it was. So the song played a lot in our house as well. And whenever I'm in church and they're busy gymming, this song pops up. And the song says, why are we so unamazed? Have you heard the song? You know which one it is? But the challenge then is, let's become like little kids again and just be in awe of what God made. And just say,
I think
everything is filled with glory. Wow.
That wow. It's Amanda Cook, I think, wrote a song called Wonder. May we never lose our wonder.
Yes. Yeah, Matt Redman has a similar thing. May we never lose the wonder, especially of grace, that particular one. But just draws us back into, hey, open your eyes again and see how great and everything is.
I mean, there was a poem that I did when I was in matric, and it's in Afrikaans, but it's just saying your whole day is filled with God.
Yeah.
You just need to open up your eyes and start seeing it.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's when the joy comes back. I know my mom's very good with it. She always notices all the little things. I'll see something beautiful and then I think my mom will love this. And I think she taught me that, to just really appreciate. Yeah. You may think it's a little thing, but in the end, those are the big things.
Yeah. I remember now when you mention your mom in that sense. It's about 3-4 years, for 3 or 4 years, many years ago, I stayed at somebody's house as a tenant. It was Kevin Robb. He recently passed away. And the one thing I always remember about him is they stayed right on Beach Road. And he would open up that curtains at least once a day and just stand there and say out loud in the house, oh, look at where we're staying. Yeah? And then it always follows it up to say, I told myself, when I came and stayed here on Beach Road, I will never, ever stop wondering at the majesty of the view that I have over the ocean. So it is that purposeful calling yourself back and say, I'll open my eyes again. I'll stand in wonder again. And why it strikes me out of this is that at the beginning of the psalm it speaks about the kids and just how powerful is the worship that comes from infants and even babes. I mean, babes can't even speak yet. And yet he says that's so powerful. And then later it says, look at all that God made. What is man? And it sort of puts us in our place. It says, we're awesome. We made a little lower than the angels. And yet, look at what we're surrounded with. Yeah.
No, it is. I mean, we've spoken about this in the past because it talks about the songs of babies being a stronghold. And that the chorus of singing children has the power to shut Satan's mouth.
Yes.
We've got the power to shut Satan's mouth. Let's do it.
The Ingrid actually had this thought that if we should record the song afterwards, we must get kids' voices in, because the psalm speaks about that. And just let them sing a chorus or a verse or a something, just to emphasize the message. All right. So we're in a chorus that just is very simple. And that's where the chorus came from in terms of the song. Just the simplicity of how a kid would say it. I won't be fancy words where it says, I love you, just pour it out on it. But where will we then go as a verse? Where do we kick off? What's your thoughts?
Well, my thoughts were, because right in the beginning of the psalm, it talks that the psalm, David wrote it for the pure and shining one.
Okay.
And I just want to read, because it used to talk about, it says here, the Hebrew word used here, found in the inscription of 54 psalms. So 54 of the psalms had this inscription that the psalm is for the pure and shining one. And it says it's usually rendered as the choir master or the chief director of music. And it's taken from the root word for shining or brilliant. And then it says here, another way to translate choir master is the shining one or the one who glitters from afar.
Oh, wow.
and that's Jesus Christ. And they say he's the chief musician of all eternity who sings in the midst of his people. And I still remember the first time I read this, when I got my passion, it's the one who glitters from afar.
Yeah.
And I just thought that is so beautiful. So when I started putting, because God started, it's the one who glitters from afar.
Yeah.
And as I was meditating on Psalms 8, I mean, it was all I could think of, is one who glitters from afar. And then it's as if God said to me, it's that glitter, it's that light that gave the moon and the stars their light.
Yeah.
So I was thinking of singing something about the one who glitters from afar.
And how will we say that? Something like, when we look at you who glitter from afar, or what? When I see the one who glitters more than all, or something like that.
Oh yeah, what I did, and we can change it, but I just said there's one who glitters from afar.
Okay.
And he streams its light to the moon and every star.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Because for me, the fact that the Passion was saying, your glory streams from the heavens.
Yeah.
You know, today everyone's streaming everything. It's live stream. Even God, I mean, he's the original streamer. So that's why I said there's one who glitters from afar.
Okay.
And streams its light to the moon and every star.
Type it out there.
Okay.
It's got a really beautiful opening ring to it. I love you, I love you, I love you, Lord. With all my heart and soul and all my strength. What? Sorry, you're busy typing. I'll ask just now. I love you, I love you, I love you, Lord, more than any other, more than gold or silver, more than life. There's one who glitters from afar. There is one who glitters. I was in how's that? That'll glow like that tune, eh? There is one who glitters from afar, streams its light to end stream, who streams his light. Can we say that?
Yes.
It's personal.
Yeah.
Who streams his light to moon, who streams his light to moon and every star. One who glitters from afar. I love that far up, you know, it's like far.
Yeah. And I like it sounds like it's glittering.
Glitters from afar, who streams his light to every moon and star. Can we say every moon?
Yeah.
Because all the other planets has a moon, it'll sit there than that. Who streams his light to every moon and star. Can we maybe then go to that phrase, you've set your glory, you've set your glory in the heavens.
Yes.
Eh?
Yes.
And maybe even that, how majestic is your name in all the earth. Or maybe let's start with the heavens, sort of like streaming in from heaven to earth. Yes. You've set your glory. Da, da, ba, ba, ba. I don't know if the tune must repeat. You've set your glory.
It talks about the crown, so you crowned the sky with your glory or something like that.
Yeah, maybe those two phrases, because we'll need another phrase So maybe type there something about you've set your glory. My translation says you have set your glory in the heavens. Yours says that's the end of first 1. Or maybe read the whole of first 1.
It says, Lord, your name is so great and powerful. People everywhere see your splendor. Your glorious majesty streams from the heavens, filling the earth with the fame of your name.
Yeah.
Because it starts with that and it ends with that. It says, what glory streams from the heavens, filling the earth with the fame of your name.
Yeah. I must just
So
capture this
you
tune,
crown
otherwise I'm going to forget it.
Your glory crowns the heavens.
I'll just catch that, otherwise just now it's going to be gone. So just the picture we start off with is one who glitters and he streams out his light to the moon and to the stars.
Because what I also wanted to, what I was thinking is, because he gives his light to everything, and as we look at that and we behold that, we get that light as well.
Yeah.
So we go from glory to glory. It's that whole idea in 2 Corinthians. We go from one level of glory to another, and then we become a mirror reflecting
of
that
glory. Glory. Yeah.
Because that part, what was beautiful for me is because 2 Corinthians talk about Moses having to wear his veil.
Yes.
And I just thought, this last week when I was thinking about this, I thought how sad that he had to wear the veil.
Yeah.
That the people were scared about it.
Yeah.
And now we no longer have to wear the veil.
Yeah.
You know, we can
We're
just
a city on a hill.
Yes.
And you don't put it under a bucket.
And so we just need to. Because the other thought I was, you know, with the blessing, the one part of the priestly blessing is, may God make His face shine upon us.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's the whole thing, is He will make His face shine upon us as we behold His glory.
Yeah.
And we will become like the moon and the stars.
Yeah. So that's a beautiful flow of it. Né? So there is one that glitters. He pours out his light. I mean, it said, let there be moon, let there be stars and everything. So the light pours into that. And then we come to, somehow it needs to now, like that's why I'm saying it's firmly settled in the heavens. His glory is there and on the earth. And then into, like the end of the psalm speaks about the birds, the sky, the fish, the dirt, the dip, and then man made a little bit lower than the angels. So if we can somehow in the first verse just briefly capture that light, starting with one who glitters, right into us. I don't know if it's a long jump, but in the next two phrases, get it there.
Get the light to us.
Yes.
Because that's what I said here, yet He's also Emmanuel, God with us, because I was also thinking, He's glittering from afar, but He's close to us as well.
Yeah, because it sounds like He is far off. No?
Yeah. So I said, yet He's also Emmanuel, God with us. And then the way I said is to rule, because Psalm 8 talks about us ruling with Christ. You know, it's we're gonna one day when Christ returns, He's gonna use us to rule with Him. Yeah. And that's why I thought we should bring it in, that and also
distant,
we're ruling with Him, and we can be bold and free in that. Yeah. So I said, yet He's also Emmanuel, God with us, to rule and tell us to be bold and free. But I don't know.
What if we start that phrase? Just thinking about the rhythm. That we started with. Shining God with us, Emmanuel. Something like that. And then, what's the next phrase there?
I said, to rule, is Emmanuel God with us, to rule and tell us to be bold and free. So,
okay. It's for me, maybe a lot of thoughts out of one. Yes. If we can maybe in the second one take it, say, my thoughts are still running. But anyway, maybe, does that work? Shining God with us, Emmanuel.
Yeah, because then it brings Him close to us. He's from afar, but because that was the idea I had.
And it's something about light of all the earth and light in us. Or something. Right?
Okay, so shall I?
Maybe type there, we can do it again. Yeah, but you're right there. Somewhere along the line, we're going to have to go back and say, what is light in us? You know, it is that ruling and reigning through us.
Because then I said, we need to reflect His glitter to all we see.
Yes.
Without a veil over our face. Let's become mirrors of His truth and grace.
I love a pun, but it's not going to work. We have to obliterate the world. Sorry.
But I had this, you know, you get this body glitter that you can put on people.
Yeah.
That was the picture I was getting when I was looking at this, because God gives us His glitter and we just need to spread it. That glitter.
But that is the thing of glitter. I don't let my kids often use glitter at home because it
gets
gets everywhere. You cannot contain it.
Can't get rid of it.
Yes, it doesn't. Yeah. And that shining God in us. Oh, what about God, a light in us?
I like the
Shining God in us, Emmanuel. Light of all the world. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know. How would that land?
Well, the Emmanuel and the towel, something about us telling about this.
Yeah. How does a light tell? It's like a signal light. It's a. Let me start from the start then, and you say what pops up in your mind. There is one who glitters from afar, who streams his light to every moon and star. The shining God in us, Emmanuel. Light of all the world, here to come and tell. Doesn't quite land there. Yeah. There is one who glitters from afar, streams his light to every moon and star. That sits so beautifully, eh? Shining God in us, Emmanuel. Light of all the world. Am I in the right place there?
Yeah.
Is it too much repetition of the light? Shining
there
God
is a lot of
in
light.
us, Emmanuel.
I mean,
radiating light.
So we can tell.
Radiate through us, so we can tell.
Yeah.
Does that land in?
Yeah.
I love you, Lord. I love you. I love you. With all my heart and soul and all my strength.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I was wondering how you would do the chorus, but that was lovely. Gold works well there.
Eh?
Because you said love you more than gold. The gold is also glittering. So
nice.
It works. What are the words of the chorus again? I love you.
I love you, Lord. I love you. I love you. Is it or is that it? I love you. I love you. I love you, Lord. Yeah. I love you, Lord. With all my, and then I was wondering, I was looking at how I sent it to you. I think we must change it. Where did I? Just the three things there. With all my heart and soul and all my strength. Yeah, instead of I add with all my heart and mind and all my strength. But I think
heart and soul and
soul sort of takes the mind, the emotions, the everything.
Yes,
so it is like spirit is for me very much heart.
Yeah.
So it's spirit, soul and body.
Strength.
And then again that I love you, I love you, I love you, Lord. More than any other. You don't copy and paste much, eh? it a bit high for you then?
No, I like it.
Take it from the start.
Yeah.
Let's see how it flows. There is one who glitters from afar, who streams his light to every moon and star, shining God in us, Emmanuel, radiate through us so we can tell. I love you, I love you, I love you, Lord, with all my heart and soul and all my strength. I love you, Lord, I love you, I love you, more than any other, more than gold or silver, more than love. And then the second.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't sit lekker for me yet, but we'll get there.
The radiate.
Yeah,
Yes,
something doesn't sit lekker there yet.
I like the shining God in us, Emmanuel, but the radiate thing doesn't.
Yeah, just how the thought goes
Yeah.
over doesn't quite.
Yeah.
But let's leave that there for
Yeah.
now. We'll find it. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So now it's the glittering light of God that
Yes.
came into the universe first, and then into the world, into us. Emmanuel, God with us. Where do you go next?
Well, where I went next is I wanted to bring in the bit about that we can shine without the veil,
Okay.
and that we become mirrors of His truth and grace.
Okay.
And then I just said, without a veil over our face, let's become mirrors of His truth and grace. And then I said, what a glory destiny to reign with Him.
Okay.
Let's
You want to
do
write
it
those
beautifully.
phrases over there? Maybe must I read for you?
Yeah.
Without a veil over our face, let's become mirrors of His truth and grace.
Where I got that is John says in the first chapter of John,
Yeah.
when Jesus came, He said He came and He was full of truth and grace.
The light
And
of
for
the
me,
world, yeah.
Jesus was, and that was always for me so beautiful.
Yeah. Now, what a glory destiny. To reign with Him. Let's do it beautifully. Streaming His glitter to all we see. I like that we come back to that interesting phrase, streaming His glitter to all that we see. Yeah. Can we, there's this beautifully, what was the other, destiny. Can we somewhere there throw in the word humbly?
Yes.
Because that comes for me very strongly out of the song.
Yes, because
it's like,
we
like
are,
those
who
children.
are we? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that even through the babies,
Yes.
God perfects praise. So there's no glory in it for us. He's the light. Just something there, humbly.
We can do it humbly instead of beautifully. Oh,
We can do it beautifully and humbly.
I think so.
yeah?
I also
Beautifully,
like the
humbly.
beautifully.
All right. Are we going with that same name? Same, it's a
Yeah,
second
yeah.
verse again,
Yeah.
right? Maybe you just want to put there bold verse 2. I think just now I might use my place here on the screen. You want to do 22 verses? You want to be very productive. Okay. more than any other, more than gold or silver, more than life. Without a veil, da-da-ba-ba, my face, I love that.
That doesn't quite work.
But also, can we make it singular? So it's without a veil, over my face, like I make a choice. I'll be a mirror.
I'll be a humble mirror of your truth and grace.
Yeah, or something like
Maybe
that.
a
That'd be
humble
like,
mirror.
without a veil drawn over my face. It's sort of a longer phrase than
Without
that.
being afraid of a veil over my face, because the Israelites were afraid of the veil.
Yeah.
So without any fear, no.
I leave the fear of veiling up my face. Is that a bit strange?
I leave the fear of a veil.
I sort of shed the fear of veiling
Yes.
up my face.
Yeah.
Is that a bit crude?
No, it's not. We need something more there. So.
I'll tear the veil of fear off from my face.
Yeah, but that then sounds like, because they were afraid of the veil and the glory. It's not about the fear. It's about boldly.
Or what about a decision? I will not wear a veil upon my face.
Yeah, that's.
Or will not draw. I will not draw a veil over my face.
Yes.
In humble love I'll mirror truth and grace.
Humbly mirror.
But it must be like His light, ne? I'll mirror His light of
humbly
truth and grace.
Become a mirror of your truth.
Let's maybe leave the humbly for now. I
Okay.
sort of want to push it in, but
it doesn't
maybe
work
it's
with
not.
the mirror.
I will not draw a veil over my face. I like that. That sits nice.
Yeah.
But maybe not become a mirror, because I'm just thinking in terms of where Rob is preaching, I'm made to be in His image. So it's not something I become, but I choose to be that. But I will be a mirror.
Yeah.
For I am your mirror, or something like that, rather. For I am made a mirror of your grace.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Because the footnotes in the Passion Translation about that 2 Corinthians, for me this was beautiful, but I didn't bring it in. I didn't know how to do it. It says we are transfigured. So that transfigured is the same word that was used when Jesus was on the mountain.
Oh yes, yeah.
It's metamorpho is the word. And it says we are transformed into a bright, dazzling light of glory, and our destination is more glory. And I also wrote here, we are crowned with this glory.
Oh, yeah, we are made from glory to glory, the NIV
you go
says.
from one level. Because I just thought it was beautiful that your destination is more glory.
Yeah.
It doesn't stop. God's glory doesn't stop. It just
pours out.
Yeah. And the pouring out, because the beginning of the psalm says it's set to the melody for the feast of harvest.
Okay.
By King David. So it's a feast of harvest.
Yeah.
There's not lack. There's abundance.
Yeah.
So I don't know if
we must speak about them all.
About the abundant light and the abundant glory, and also the fact that it's your destination is even more glory.
Yeah.
Grace just rhymes with faith.
What about we switch it around? By grace I'll be the mirror of your
ways.
If we should throw away the rhyme, what will it be? I think it's more glory.
Yeah.
No.
It's like we would also say you go from glory to glory.
Yeah, I think it is. We shine out His glory. That's sort of like elements of the glory. Just going to near rhyme. Well, not a near rhyme. We're looking for a synonyms for glory. Renown, fame, prestige, honor, distinction, kudos, eminence, magnificent splendor, majesty, maybe, no, grace, ace, what, there is nothing like that. Greatness, relish, favor. Or maybe it's just light.
Yes, I think because
draw a veil over my face. By grace, I'll be a mirror of your light.
Or maybe something like transforming from light to light, or from glory to glory,
okay.
or something like that. You take out the truth and grace, because that was that whole. Because for me, it was quite awesome to think just the way that Jesus became transfigured.
Yeah.
That's us as well.
Yeah.
So to try and...
What about, like Moses there is sort of transfigured, becomes the light of God, the same with Jesus. What if we say, I will not draw a veil over my face as you transfigure me into your light, or something like that.
Yeah.
That picture of, as
Yes.
you change me, I'll show it to everybody.
Yeah. As you transfigure me, I'll become...
More radiant, or what?
Yeah, or bright, or light.
Yeah, yeah. I will not draw a veil over my face. As you transfigure me, I'll pour out light. Or what?
But is it going to work, the light with the... I'll pour out more. I'll pour out... let's bring in the abundance. It's like the milk flowing with milk and honey.
We can
The
bring in
glory
the
is
abundance
also-
in the next part.
Okay.
When we go to sort of what pours out.
Yeah. Okay.
Eh?
Yeah.
Maybe put something of where we are now in there. I will not draw a veil over my face. And then we said, as you transfigure me.
As you
transfigure me from
light
to
light.
greater light, or yeah, from
As you
light
transfigure me to
greater light.
never-ending light. Or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe throw that in there, and we'll sort of make it land. As you transfigure me to greater light, or something like that. From, or what about, as you transfigure me to love and light.
As you transfigure me to love and light.
Oh, the sun. What a glory destiny to reign with him. I think we do have to, like the first time the tune went. I sort of want to walk it more, that way it just takes a different swing.
Yeah.
The second time around, da 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 da. What glory, destiny, what's reigning here within? Let's do 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 do. I love you, I love you, I love you. Something like that, no? Da 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 da. To love and light. One glory, destiny, from reigning here within. Let's do it beautifully. I love you, I love you, I love you. Something like that, no?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like a bridge.
Yeah, if you think about the phrasing of that, you want to fiddle with the words there.
So that it's a bit stronger and shorter.
What's if it's made personally, again, as you transfigure me to love and light, for my glory destiny is reigning here with
him. Or
thee. It's a bit old. With you, I don't know. I'll do it beautifully for your praise. Or something like that.
And did you say we're going to bring in the plenty? Can't we bring in plenty?
Plenty more. No. I don't know where. What glory, destiny to reign and rule with you. Abundantly, plenty. How do you do that?
Abundant.
Because we can, after the chorus, come back to this again. The words can change again the other way around.
Yeah.
So maybe there, speak about this never-ending growth of glory and glory and glory.
Yeah, to make the glory destiny going from not reigning with him, but that we go from one level of glory to another.
Yeah, that would be beautiful. Transformed and more to be like him. Yeah.
Dazzling. Because he said, it's a, let's use dazzling. What glory does, or what dazzling?
Yeah, it is, with glitter, dazzling.
Yeah.
Maybe chuck it in there as a bridge or a, I don't know what. Just those words. Have you written out things there in that frame?
Was just, I haven't written my
poem. Into bright, dazzling light of glory.
And our destiny is even more glorious.
Maybe type that there as a...
what must I say? What dazzling destiny.
Don't take that. Because that would flow for me in that verse 2, the second part. What glorious destiny to reign and rule with him. Da, 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 da. We'll still sit that right, but after that, when we go back to the chorus and come out of the chorus, maybe make it a, I don't know, something like a bridge, something of this growth and glory.
What dazzling mystery.
Yeah, that's beauty. A bright, dazzling light of glory, and our destination is more glory. We are crowned with His glory, and we are honored.
Because for me, that was quite a big thought. Ooh. Because when I started beholding God's glory, I was thinking the glory cloud.
Yeah.
You know, it's God. It's somewhere there, and it's magnificent, and it's something to behold.
Yeah.
But then it's also God told me, but I'm crowning you with that glory.
Yeah.
That glory is inside of you.
Yeah.
I don't think we realize what we
Jonathan Halsner has got this beautiful talk that I once heard him give when he speaks about when we're there around the throne of God and God takes the crown, or how did we get the crown that we put down before Him? It's Him. He gave me the crown, right? Okay, so it's from Him. And He says, so I take the crown off and I put it at Jesus' feet and I say, you are worthy of all glory and honor and praise, and, you know, all of that. And but then He says, every time that the cherubim call out, holy, 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 they respond again and they take their crowns and they put it out. How did it get back on their feet? Back on their heads, you know? So He just plays with that idea and says, it's the Son saying, you are beautiful.
Yeah.
And He puts it on. No, you are beautiful. Oh, you are beautiful. And the only thing I ever give Him is what He gives me. I don't have anything else to give Him.
Yeah.
But just how beautiful that is, that thought of, how does it get on my head? He puts it. I don't take it. If I take it, I lose it, you know.
And it's just that whole idea of, like in the Old Testament, they were scared of that. And you could only, one person once a year was exposed to it. And now, it's just there for the taking. You just need to,
Yeah.
So what a dazzling mystery. Maybe something crowned with your glory.
What dazzling, dazzling mystery.
Being crowned with your glory.
Crowned with your glory sort of lands funny at the end. What dazzling mystery.
Crowned like kings and queens.
Oh, beautiful.
Because here
wow.
it says, we crowned like kings and queens with glory and
that's
magnificence.
lovely. What dazzling mystery. Crowned like kings and, crowned as, nee. It's not like just, it's crowned as kings and queens. Your glory shining bright for all to see. Or your light in me so bright for all to see.
Yeah.
How's that?
Yeah. Your light's so bright. Your light's so bright.
I love you. I just love that as the response to these things, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, thank you.
Yeah.
This is what you made me to be. That's
Yeah.
lovely.
Yeah.
That sits beautiful for me. Maybe just there at the top, bridge. I don't know if you want to use that right there.
Yeah. It always.
Eh?
Yeah.
Maybe take that out and we can use it as a refrain again.
Yes.
That sits really beautifully.
So we're no longer raining.
Ah.
That's like
But kings and queens at least holds
It does
that.
imply that we're raining.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, it's funny. You can't see when you highlight in this mode. It's a bietjie donker. Well, then, I will not draw a veil over my face as you transfigure me in light and light. We can still see if that.
Yeah.
What dazzling mystery, crowned as kings and queens. Your light so bright for, your light in me so bright for all to see. I love you, I love you, I love you. Must we do it from the start?
Yes.
Okay. There is one who glitters from afar, who streams his light to every moon and star, shining God in us, Emmanuel, radiate through us so we can tell. I love you, I love you, I love you, Lord, with all my heart and soul and all my strength. I love you, Lord, I love you, I love you. Sorry, more than any other, more than gold or silver, more than love. I will not draw a veil over my face as you transfigure me to life and light. Oh, dazzling mystery, crowned as kings and queens, your light in me so bright for all to see. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, Lord, with all my heart and soul and all my strength. I love you, Lord, I love you, I love you, more than any other, more than gold or silver, more than light. What dazzling mystery, crowned as kings and queens, your light in me so bright for all to see. I love you, and it lands just softly, no? It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Still a couple of kinks, no?
Yeah, I think
I
the
don't like the
radiate,
end of the first verse. Something there. Yeah, that part, yeah.
the radiate. I love the shining God in us, Emmanuel, but I don't know about
Yeah.
the radiate is too hard a word. It needs to spark. It needs to sparkle or glitter.
Yeah,
not
yeah,
radiate.
it's not quite the same, yeah. Shining God in us, shining God in us, Emmanuel. we're made to rule.
Or maybe we
and
can bring
reign.
that famous bit in from Psalm 8. Who are we? You know, the humble.
Oh, yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Shining God in us, Emmanuel. Who am I that you should come and dwell in
Yes, yes, God will make
me?
his dwelling with us.
Yeah, it's a bit of a funny, for the rhyme it would be nice. Maybe
Yes.
type it like that. Let's play with it. Who am I that you should come and dwell in me? I love you, I love you, I love you, Lord.
Who are we? That you would choose to come and dwell.
Yeah.
Would choose to come. You don't
Ma-
like that?
Come and dwell, ... in me. Just that I'll remember it lands sort of after it. But what if we then, shining God in me, Emmanuel, again a bit more personal, who am I that you should come and dwell?
Yeah.
Let's see, I don't know if the in me is going to become a...
I know.
Let's just take it from the start so we sort of get the flow of it. There is one who glitters from afar, who streams his light in every moon and star. Shining God in me, Emmanuel. Who am I that you should come and dwell in me? It sounds weird then.
Why don't we just say that you should come and dwell?
Who am I that you
should? But that also sounds fun.
Yeah, it is a bit. It's sort of fascinating. Who am I that you should in me dwell? I don't know if that's a bit lump.
Yeah.
Shining God in me. Maybe make it then shining God in us. Take it my plural again then. Shining God in us, Emmanuel. Who am I that you should choose to come? Who am I that you would come and dwell? I think the choose is going to become too long. Who am I that you would come and dwell in me? I love you, I love you. That's it now. Who am I that
you
would come, yeah. Who am I that you would come and... choose, yeah. Who am I that you would choose to dwell in me? Yeah. Yeah. Shining God in us, Emmanuel. Who am I that you would choose to dwell in me? I love you, I love you. Again, just a beautiful response to it. Yeah. And then in the second part, that sits like a noun, eh?
Yeah.
I think all of that works very nice. In the after the chorus, there was also just one thing where I will not draw a veil over my face as you transfigure me to love and light. Does that sit right?
I'm not.
It's a bit out of the theme.
Yeah.
I will not draw a veil over my face as you transfigure me. What?
To another place.
That's transport. But what about you transfigure me in your grace? As you transfigure me.
As you transfigure me.
It's going to be a bit longer than that. As you transfigure me. Yeah, as you transfigure me in endless grace. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
What you transfigure me in endless grace. What dazzling mystery, crowned as kings and queens. Your light in me so bright for all to see. I love you, I love you, I love you. That's lovely, eh?
It is beautiful.
I think we're there.
Yeah.
Let's just sing it through one last time, né?
Yeah.
Just to make sure.
Ja.
Draai hom sommer so, dan kan ek lekker by jou sit. Iets is 'n bietjie vals.
Kan jy sien?
Ja, ja. So tens oomblik, nee, net voordat die orkestra begin, dan hoor jy mos hierdie.
Small oor haar klank. Love it.
Dit
Dis
is, nee.
regtig
Ja, ja.
Something big is about
Ja,
to
dit is.
happen.
Okay. Ek gaan maar weer net opvat. Hy sit vir my lekker in A en dan sing jy mos ook daar laag, nee, is lekker. There is one who glitters from afar, who streams his light to every moon and star. It's beautiful. Shining God in us, Emmanuel. Who am I that you would choose to dwell in me? I love you, I love you, I love you, Lord. With all my heart and soul and all my strength. I love you, I love you, I love you, Lord. More than gold and yonder, more than gold or silver, more than I will not draw a veil over my face as you transfigure me in endless grace. What dazzling mystery, we're crowned as kings and queens. Your light in me so bright for all to see. I love you, I love you, I love you, Lord. With all my heart and soul and all my strength. I love you, I love you, I love you, Lord. More than gold or silver, sorry, more than gold or silver, more than a life. What dazzling mystery, we're crowned as kings and queens. Keep it pure. Your light in us so bright for all to see. I just felt there. That's a jump over. Crowned as kings. We're crowned as kings and kings. Sê nog as lekker. But then we have to keep it plural. Your light in us. Soos wat jy dit gehad het. Sorry, I changed it and now I change it back. Yeah.
We crowned as kings and queens, your light.
Your light in us so bright for all to see. Ek weet nie of ons by die ander tye ook, if we jump too much between the singular and plural. I think the rest of it is pretty much singular, né? I just felt there, crowned as kings and queens is plural, then it sounds very strange to take it personal then afterwards. It's beautiful.
En jy het when you sang the chorus now, you said, I love you, I love you, I love you, Lord.
Yeah.
With all my heart. Oh no, I did write it right. Okay, no, that's right. I love you, I love you, I love. Oh, there's one I love you
just
too much.
Too much, yeah. You Lord, just Lord at the end here, yeah. Yeah, then I think it landed. Let's sing that second part again into the chorus and then you just close us off in prayer, please, Ingrid. Yeah, let's take it into worship. I will not draw a veil over my face transfigure me in endless grace. What dazzling mystery, we're crowned as kings and queens. Your light in us so bright for all to see. I love you, I love you, I love you, Lord. With all my heart and soul and all my strength. I love you, I love you, I love you, Lord. More than any other, more than gold or silver, more than life. Ja. Give us afsluit.
Yeah. Lord, thank you. Thank you for this time. Thank you for time with you. And we just want to behold your glory, Lord. We just want to keep on standing in awe and be amazed and be even more amazed at that glory, that you crown us with that glory, that glory lives inside of us. Just help us to reflect that glory to people around us, Lord. That glory and that love. Amen.
Yeah. Ach, thank you for the privilege of just worshiping you, of putting ourselves out and say we're going to write a song. And you are just so ever faithful, God. Thank you that you bring out a song that brings joy in our hearts and bring joy to your heart. We praise you for your goodness, God. Yeah. Amen. Dankie, Ingrid.